There are so many remarkable stories about how the people who are aimed to protect the president rise to the occasion. In 1975, Gerald Ford gives a speech in San Francisco. The president is then to get into a limousine and go to his next location a short distance away. Instead, Ford decides to walk, meet the voters, be in the sunshine, be like an average American. But that is when Sarah Jean Moore pulls a handgun and fires at Ford. Thankfully, she misses. In the crowd is Oliver Sipple, a Vietnam War veteran, disabled, dishonorably discharged, and he takes down both the assailant but makes sure that the weapon does not fire again, and in so doing, gravely injures his hand. A few days later, Ford will write a letter to Sipple saying how appreciative he was for the actions that were taken. But the letter does not arrive until a San Francisco newspaper divulges that the Marine is a homosexual, a gay man. The Michigan parents of the man denounce him, disown him. For the rest of his life, Sipple will have a downward trajectory. Alcohol, bad jobs, his apartment is very low rent, and his life is rather ruined. It is stated that he died approximately 2 weeks before he was found. In 1989, when he is found, they will discover on his wall, prominently displayed, the letter from the President of the United States, Gerald Ford. In July of 1976, there is a fantastic attempt made by Ronald Reagan to undo the chances for Gerald Ford to have the nomination for the Republican Party and the presidential bid for November. It is a Donnybrook for delegates, and every vote counts, every person counts, and it is in July of that summer when an assailant will scale the White House fence carrying a 3-foot metal pole. The man was going to beat the President of the United States. The Secret Service agent who said this is not going to happen tried to get the pipe out of the man's hand, but failing that, shots were fired and the assailant died. The Secret Service agent feels miserable about this, and in the Secret Service compound in the basement under the White House, other Secret Service agents try to talk to him and console him. One of them, in an attempt at some merriment, said, "Well, let's just hope that the person that you shot wasn't an uncommitted delegate." It is those types of stories that bring history into great relief, and that we can see how much there is to learn from the past, both in terms of what presidents have to put up with and those who try to protect him have to do to deal with it. Thanks for listening. Have a great day.